It was my, like, really early on, first day of college. And we had to write these bullseye sentences, which is where you have to read an essay and condense the whole point of the entire essay into one sentence, which is extremely difficult to do. And most of it hinged on like one word that could describe the tone of the writer's message. And so we read this amazing essay about, it was a father telling his son about just the point of life and how short life is and how valuable time is, and how just it was very touching and very moving, this father-son conversation. And so I was, wanting to impress my teacher, and so I'm like looking around in my thesaurus trying to find the perfect word to describe this heartfelt tone just of educating his son on what point of life is. And so I stumbled upon the word elucidate, and I didn't know what that word meant, but it fit perfectly. Word. It's a great word. I love it. And so I used it in my sentence. I said something like the writer elucidated blah, 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 blah. So during that class, we got a chance to switch bullseye sentences with the student next to us so that we can critique and kind of give pointers to each other. Well, the guy sitting next to me obviously did not do very well in English in high school and needed a lot of help. And he didn't know what elucidate meant either. And so I defined it for him. And he was like, oh, that's cool. And I was like, yeah. And so the very next time, and this was another crazy thing about this teacher, is he would read our sentences before we were allowed to come into the room to be sure that we had completed the assignment. And so I could hear him. He was several people in front of me, and I could hear him talking to the teacher. And the teacher read aloud his bullseye sentence. And I heard that he used the word elucidate, which, it still is a great word, no matter what. But the particular essay that we had done that week was about road rage. And the writer didn't just say, this is what road rage is. He let loose in this emotional writing, very angry, not elucidating anything, more like beating the crap into you so that you understand how he feels about road rage. So the teacher read this bullseye sentence and said, I don't think that this is the best way to use the word elucidate. And he was I'm sure, completely flabbergasted, because in his mind, he's like, but it was a great word last week, and now it's not a great word. And, I feel bad for the guy, because there's not a whole lot of times you can use that word. I mean, it's a very narrow word. It's a very specific tone and very specific thing that word describes. So I just can't think of another time when that word could be used, honestly, not off the top of my head. But
I bet I can.
I don't know. You look crafty. I think you're up to something.
I bet you I can do it.
All right. Give it to me.
You want to hear my story?
I don't know.
It's a good story.
I suppose so.
I promise you it's a good story.
Okay. Just tell me the story.
Okay. My name is Ricky. Me and my friend, Martin, every Saturday, after we get out of work, we go to the ice cream shop.
The ice cream shop?
The ice cream shop. And so, every week we go there. And one day I walk in and I see this beautiful lady. I think she's so beautiful. She's amazing. She's ordering strawberry ice cream with chocolate syrup and sprinkles.
So you're at the ice cream shop.
Tú es no bueno.
You were at the ice cream shop.
Tú es no bueno.
At the ice cream shop.
See this beautiful lady and I cannot help myself. I walk up to her and I say, hello, my name is Ricky. What is your name? I would like to meet you. And she says to me, my name is Lucy, but I already have a boyfriend. Thank you.
Ain't that just the way?
I'm very sad. I said, that's okay. Thank you for speaking to me. You have a nice day. And so the next Saturday, we go back to the shop. And I see Lucy. And I say, hi, Lucy. Nice to see you. And she waves to me. And she goes and sits at her table. And she enjoys her strawberry ice cream with chocolate syrup and sprinkles. And so one day I go in. And Lucy is sitting at the table by herself with 2 empty bowls of ice cream.
Wow.
She's looking very sad. And so I go to the counter and I get my vanilla ice cream and I get her a large bowl of strawberry ice cream with chocolate syrup and with sprinkles. And I walk over to the table and I sit in front of her and say, Lucy, hello. I got you some ice cream. May I sit down? You look sad today. And she looks up at me and says, I'm sad today. My boyfriend has left me. And I take her hand and I say, Elucidate me.
Elucidate me. Elucidate me.
That's awful. That's
Is it-
really awful.
Is it better than road rage?
I'll give you that. It's better than road